Hi, I'm Micah Garrett with BuildBlock Building Systems. In this video, we'll cover how to cut, install, and brace BuildBuck. BuildBuck is an EPS foam bucking system that creates openings for doors and windows. Designed to cap and finish an ICF wall, it provides added insulation, better seals openings, and provides insulated attachments for installing doors and windows. BuildBuck is 52 inches in length and 48 inches nominally. It has embedded concrete anchors to secure it in place and is molded for 4-inch and 6-inch and 8-inch BuildBlock ICF forms. The 48-inch nominal length allows you to install a 4-foot by 4-foot opening without making any cuts. The buck product is 2 inches thick, so the finished rough opening size in the ICF wall is 4 inches smaller after the BuildBuck is installed. Remember to verify with your window manufacturer the correct rough opening size for the windows that will be installed later. Today we will be creating a rough opening for a 2.0/3.0 window. We will be cutting the buck to 28 inches and 40 inches respectively to match the rough opening size. Start by cutting the first piece to 28 inches. Keeping one factory edge and duplicating the other joint. The 2-inch increments and cut lines are very helpful in this situation. So we're going to be using a pruning saw, and we're going to be cutting to duplicate the same kind of joint that we have on both sides. There's little gaps here in the foam that allows you to get here in the middle of the web. We now have a finished cut piece that's ready to be installed for the sill. Additionally, cut out inspection ports on the bottom sill using the areas indicated by the dashed lines molded into the face of the buck. These ports should be large enough to accept a pencil vibrator. We've now cut the block to our rough opening size and took into account the size of the buck. We're now going to install the buck and show you how to brace it. Starting with the sill with our inspection ports. We now want to try to check and make sure that the window is going to be square and plumb. So we want to make sure that it fits the dimension that we need to have. In this case, we have a 2.0/3.0 window. So I want to check my width. I'm at 2 feet. Also at 2 feet. Check my height. 3 feet. And 3 feet. And I also want to check for square. If you are confident in these measurements, then it is time to glue the buck in place. If the buck is not square, rasp or cut sections of the ICF wall until the desired dimension is achieved. Next, we're going to start installing the bracing to support the window during the concrete pour. We have our 2x4s that are cut to 24 inches, which is the rough opening size. We're going to put these on either side of the inspection ports. Have a cross brace Then we can begin putting on the sides. Cut 2 pieces of 2x6 for the sides at the rough opening size, minus 3 inches. The 3 inches is the thickness of the 2 pieces of dimensional lumber used to brace the top and bottom of the buck. Cut 1 additional 2x6 for the top at the rough opening size of 24 inches. Then have a vertical piece to go on the top. Lastly, we want to have some cross bracing. Cross bracing should be installed every 2 feet to support the rough opening. Cut a small piece to span the bottom gap and cut a vertical brace at rough opening minus 4.5 inches. Lastly, cut a side cross at rough opening minus 3 inches. Screw each cross brace to secure in place. Make sure that all screws are easily removable as the window will be loaded with pressure from the concrete after the pour. Lastly, before we're done, we want to make sure that we check the opening one last time for square. Now that I know it's good and square, feel free to tack these in a couple of places with screws to secure the cross braces. The final step to finishing our opening is to take block and place it around the top. We've already pre-cut some blocks that'll fit right up here on the top surface. You now have completed the installation of BuildBuck and successfully braced the window. Before and after pouring the walls, inspect the windows for square and plumb. If you follow these directions and brace your windows and doors correctly, the rough openings will remain true. Thanks from the BuildBlock team.